So, Shweta, now coming back to you, right? You're an entrepreneur, you employ your employees, and then you have all these things, right? How what are your thoughts on feasibility of implementing these flexible work hours and then, customizing it for every employee based on their needs?
So, as I said, flexi hours to have or to not have totally depends on what work you're doing. I am into social media marketing, digital marketing, and we need the entire team to do the brainstorming when we are in the initial phase of campaign design. So we need the creative designers, we need the content writer. So I cannot say that, okay, you're in a flexible work hour, you stay home or you log in at 2 o'clock. So that discussion has to be input all hands, right? So I would say that it's very dependent on what work you are, what outcome you're looking at.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I know that this is a big software development and this is one module which has been assigned to me and I have to write 100 lines of code and deliver by this time, I don't need anyone else to interact with. I will choose my own good time, good mind frame, sit at night after dinner and finish it in 2 hours. So I think deciding whether to give flexi hours or not is role dependent. Another thing is understanding the situation and the person's caliber before you make these kind of decisions is very important, because if that person has already proven that I have a child but I know this is my responsibility to deliver so many creatives and I'm going to do it irrespective of whatever within the timeline, then I should be able to give that flexi hours to that particular person. So very situational and very project driven approach we have to use here.
Got it. So, Bhavna, coming back to you, right? So, how do you see this shift towards flexible work hours, especially in an industry like yours? And how do you see this evolving?
So it is difficult, as I told, and especially if you're trying to build a company which is totally driven by innovation. And the thing about a lot of people get influenced by what is happening in the services industry. So for talent to know that this is something which they're doing, which their uh, batchmates, their colleagues are not doing, is very, very important and part of motivating the team. So we have people who've joined in June this year, and already they are filing their first patent. Now, their friends, their counterparts in other companies would not be thinking of a patent for the next 4 years. So you have to tell them that, listen, if you want to make a career, if you want to build a career in this stream, in this way, then it's better that you start working together, because that's how you kind of collaborate and bring out the best. If you want to have a different kind of a career path, it's okay, and you can choose that, and then it's like uh, because there then you become a faceless, nameless person who's sitting in a team of 100 people, 1,000 people, and just doing the same job, versus being identified for what you're doing, having your name on something which is actually going to revolutionize the industry, is a completely different motivation. So for us, that flexible hours becomes a bit of a challenge, because you don't want to, as I said, that otherwise, as an entrepreneur, as a leader of the team, I'm just managing timesheets and seeing that, okay, this person is going to work from 10 to 6, this person is going to work from 8 to 4, and so this is the best time. I don't want to be doing that. So you kind of literally do the Ford approach, that okay, everybody has to be in office at this time to this time, because you're all working together on something which is different. And the other thing which I've seen, and that's again, a lot of women leaders here, uh, when I was growing up in my working life, we used to work late. We used to be like, driving back at 4 a.m. in Delhi winters, back home from Gurgaon to Delhi, uh, because you wanted to make a career. Now I've seen a lot of women, especially, don't want to get into, they want to have it easy, despite the fact that, they are. They've really done well. I mean, they've studied well, but they just, after they've studied, they just don't want to bring in that kind of a commitment, that kind of a passion into their careers, because they think that, acha, in the next 2 years or 3 years, I'll get married and my I
I
don't
think
know
that
what
was
my.
the situation long time
Long
back.
But
time. I
It
thought
is
it's
not the
I've seen
changed.
it.
situation
I'm
now.
seeing it even in women who we are hiring right now, and they're coming from
There
the
could
best
be
of the
some
institutes.
there could be
They're coming
some
from the
exceptions, but I
IITs.
think there is a shift.
Yeah.
Women
Yeah.
are not easy with their careers. They want to do it, meaning they want to do it irrespective of the
But
situation.
like even from IITs, we are hiring from. But I just feel that for them, a career is still something they feel that okay, once I get married and depending on my life partner who is going to be there, I'll take a more informed decision on my career rather than putting it
Fe-
up front right now.
I
So
don't know.
Even I've
I
not
That's
feel
not
it's
been
experienced.
my
Yeah,
changed. Yeah, that's
experience.
even
not
not
been my
me.
experience because I
Yeah.
have my friends' daughters who are all,
Right, right.
only planning what they want
Exactly.
to do and where they want to study. They're just planning their career. There is no discussion about, okay, I'm going to be 23, I'm going to get married if I'm going to be
Right,
in
right.
Hong Kong.
They're not even
There
talking about it.
is
Like
no
married people are
discussion
also
at
not
all.
talking that
no.
अच्छा अभी career break आएगा because I might conceive in
Yeah,
a year
No,
or
so
yeah,
I'm
two.
yes.
talking. So okay, my friends' kids are a different breed because they're coming from a different generation. I'm talking about, uh, people who are coming from the smaller towns who we are hiring, and they are coming to the city. I mean, to Bangalore or something, is a slightly different mindset still, and that's
So,
what we are
no, I
facing
think
as an
then you
organization.
need to explore more because I used to manage university programs at Renesas Electronics, and when I went to cities like Karaikudi and Trichy and went to the colleges and the labs there, I had more women doing hand soldering than men there. Entire like despite of technology, they were so precision soldering, like everything was done manually and all women working there, all engineering folks. So
So
I think the things have changed, and it's
Slowly
only it
changing,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
yeah,
changed, it is changing. And you'll see a lot of people on shop floor. There were no women
yes,
working
yeah.
in the
No, there are.
manufacturing and production. Now you have so many
Mhm.
women doing
Yeah,
that
so
work.
there are factories I visit, like because our work requires us going to manufacturing places. So there are certain places where the entire line is being managed by women, and
Correct.
there will be
Hmm.
some factories where you still have the women who are only in the corporate office, but now certain places we've
So,
seen that
so
it's changing
earlier
it.
there
Maybe
was a
peer pressure.
limitation of physical strength in terms of manufacturing and production line. With technology advancement, you don't need a physical strength the way it used to be 10 years
Yeah,
back to
Yeah.
lift things
Hmm.
and to move things around. There's machine and robots working around you. You need to have sense of using those technologies. So you will find women in manufacturing production everywhere.
So
In our institute, what I observed, they are seeing others' experience. So if manufacturing mechanical student, she is seeing that, oh, I should have shifted to computer because work from home I'll get, and that's what they create their mindset.
yeah,
Even their parents say, oh, why you are going for that job,
yeah,
internships. But one good story about this is we have some internships offered in Chakan area, which is
yeah.
MIDC, and it is 40 kilometers from Pune. So initially, students started working, boys and girls were there, and four boys dropped it just because of the traffic. They said, no, it's too heavily crowded, and on two wheelers, we can't. These four girls, they shifted in Chakan.
Oh,
They
great.
rented
Yeah.
a house and shifted and continued, and now they got the full time
Mm.
placements. So, this is also the mindset that girls,
Yeah.
students have
yeah.
nowadays.
So if I were to summarize all of this, not specific to women or not specific to men, if I were to summarize, somebody wants, like, because even if you look at Elon Musk said, all these companies working from home, when was the last time that they made something groundbreaking? So that is a question that he put across, and I want everybody back in office 40 hours minimum. So that email was, kind of circulated widely.
Good.
So looking at it, so if if a young professional is going to be making career choices, if he wants to do something groundbreaking, he should be willing to put in the hours. If he wants to, have a work and a life and wants the work to support his life, probably take up a more corporatish or big Fortune 500 kind of job, and then services company should be your last preference because you will get b- bad end of both sticks at the last.
Not really. I've,
Yeah, we can't
you can't
I,
generalize,
I'm
right?
just, I'm
Yeah.
just,
Because you see, the if you are into a creative field, you're doing shooting, recording for 16 hours, the kind of satisfaction that you get, and if you are a perfectionist, you would be putting in so many hours till the time your edit is correct, right? And that satisfaction is altogether
yeah.
different. So you can't really distinguish that, okay, I'm an innovator, I need to put 16 hours, and I'm in a service industry doing video shoots and I don't have to put in 16 hours. No, it's not like that. It's totally dependent on what outcome you are expecting.
Okay, got it. I wanted to, kind of stir the pot so that both of you are from services industries with contradicting point of view.
No, I'm not
So,
from services company. I'm from a
so as
products
product
company.
company, so as in,
No, this is not
so,
services at all. If I was, then I would be maybe on that side of the table.
okay, got it. So, cool.